Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be short and sweet. It's about creating altar spaces, inconspicuous altar spaces. Teenagers are not the only ones that may run into a situation such as this. I know for myself, my husband is Catholic. I am a former Catholic. Some of my children are Catholic and some are not. We give them the freedom to choose. But we do have Catholic friends. You know, I'm not Catholic no more, so I'm not talking to none of you. And my children have Catholic friends that may come over as well. And I don't want the scrutiny. I don't want, the negative vibes. And I definitely, don't need to be saved. I don't want to run into all that. I don't want any of my children's friends to say something like, I can't play with you no more because my mom says your mom is going to hell. Or, something along those lines. So I have created small altar spaces on my windowsills for this purpose because my main altar is in my bedroom. And a lot of you know, if you have your altar in your bedroom, once you get up for the day, sometimes you don't make it back up there. You get busy with family stuff and cooking and chores and errands and dentist appointments, and you head back to your room at the end of the night and you're like, oh, darn, I forgot to do this or I forgot to do that. Because you know what they say, out of sight, out of mind. So I've created these altar spaces to remind myself and take time out from the day. So even if I don't get back up there, I feel like I've done something. So this is my small maiden altar that I created on my kitchen window. Now we all know for an altar you need a deity or a representation of whatever Sabbat or Esbat or whatever you're creating the altar for, and of course the 4 elements. Now here this altar is for the maiden and it's for the springtime of the year. So I have my little fairy maiden. For my 4 elements, I have this vase of flowers, which is 2 elements right there. The flowers for earth and the water, of course, for water. This candle, we have fire, and the smoke it lets off would be air. Okay, so there you go. I have my 4 elements. I have that. I even have 2 little fairies representing spring on the corners there. If you feel that you want a god and goddess representation, you can do something as simple as, how a lot of candles come with pebbles and rocks. You get a little bag of pebbles, throw them around there, if you have your candle on a plate or whatever, and then get a sunstone and a moonstone, and just inconspicuously throw it in there. No one will know, and there's your representation of god and goddess. You can put a seashell for water. To represent spring this time of the year, you can just put spring flowers. It can be so simple. This is very inconspicuous. My husband buys me flowers every week. No questions on that. I love fairies and angels, so there you go. And I'm always lighting candles and, good smelling stuff all around the house. So nobody's going to question my candle, my fairy, my flowers. My altar is not going to get no negativity, no looks. I'm not going to be bothered. And, it's nice because sometimes when you have your altar put away up in a room or in another room, it seems almost like you have it in secret or on the hush, or you're embarrassed or ashamed, because you don't have it around the house. And even though this is still secret because no one is going to know but you, that's the only person that needs to know is you. You and the god and goddess know. And the whole world doesn't have to know. It doesn't mean you're embarrassed, but you have brung it to other parts of your house. Mine is in my kitchen because I spend a lot of time in my kitchen. If you don't, then put it somewhere in the house where you do spend a lot of time. If that's the family room, or, if you have an extra room in your basement and that's where you spend a lot of time. Wherever that may be, to remind you, when I come in here for breakfast or lunch or dinner, or I'm setting a dishwasher, I remember immediately when I walk in, and I light the candle, and I give thanks for this time of the year, the spring, the crops, the maiden, the God is strong, and I just give thanks, and I meditate, and it feels good, and I'm reminded if I have anything to do upstairs with my larger altar, if I have to cleanse a set of tarot cards, or I want to charge stones, or whatever that may be, I'm immediately reminded several times a day to get up there and do it. And sometimes we need that. I think these are great for solitary practitioners because, if you're in a coven, then you will celebrate the Sabbats and Esbats usually with your coven mates, and you're reminded. But when you're a solitary practitioner, you have to make the effort and do, things that are going to remind you and keep you practicing, so that you can grow spiritually and grow within your craft. So I think these are great for that as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you in the next video. Love and light. Bye.